Hi everyone and welcome, my name is Dora and this is my finale to 25 in 2025. So in the intro of this project about a year ago, I selected 25 makeup products that I wanted to completely use up this year. At my last update I had already completely finished 13 products, so I was down to 12 products still left in this project. Let's take a look and see how many I've got still left at this point. I know I'm filming this a little bit early, but I really wanted to get this out so that I can both do my inventory, just the numbers video, as well as my intro for 26 and 2026. Yeah, because spoiler, there are a couple of products left. But to wrap things up and sort of celebrate what I've achieved this year, I want to show you all of my empties because I've held on to almost every single one of them. Yeah, with one exception. I put 4 face primers into this project. There was the Catrice mattifying primer, which I finished. It is completely done. And then I also had in here the Revolution Pro primer, Radiant Peach primer. Really enjoyed this one. Done. I think this might have been the first one that I finished. I werde Hautbildverfeinerer. I guess it's meant to be, yeah, it says it's supposed to be mattifying. I found this really hydrating. It smelled kind of nice, but yeah, would not repurchase. Sort of a bit glue-like almost, but not in a good way. And then finally, the Bare Minerals Primetime Original Foundation Primer. I'm still working on this one. I have not been able to pump anything out anymore, and then I would just open it up and use whatever's on the wand. And when I couldn't really do that so easily anymore, I just went ahead and, okay, this is dirty because I've just been like destroying some shadows. So it's super glittery now, but I've been using a spatula like this, and this is silicone, to just scrape everything out and just look how much I was able to take out. I think maybe another 2 or 3 weeks. It's probably going to be done by the end of the year, but the finale is now. I think in my first update for 26 and 2026, I'm going to give you a little review on any products that haven't rolled into my new planter pan, just to give you a little status update. Have I finished them? Next, I put in 2 foundations, Primark foundation, PS My Perfect Color Illuminating Foundation in Nougat. I managed to finish this one. I've got a backup of it. I've really enjoyed this one. Great shade match for me. Primark foundations are nothing to be sniffed at, actually. They're really good and inexpensive. I think this is a new empty. So this is the Arbonne Perfecting Liquid Foundation SPF 15 ND Beige. It was too dark for me, so I mixed it into the Note foundation. And then I said I wanted to use up the equivalent of what was in here, weight-wise, rather than the entire thing. And I've managed to exceed that goal. Super happy with that. It's definitely too warm for me right now, so I'm gonna put this away until spring, summer, or maybe concoct it a little bit further. But as far as I'm concerned, Arbonne Liquid Foundation is done. I also put 1 concealer in here, XX Revolution in CX2. This I would say is almost done, but it's also expired. I mean, product is still here and I'm still sort of using it, but I mean, I used it today, but after this update or finale, I'm going to recycle this. This has definitely expired in terms of the shelf life, and also it did not pass the sniff test, and I had a backup of this that I've used less frequently, much less than this one, and that smelled even worse. I got it 1 month before this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of this and then I'm gonna buy a new concealer. Thank you so much, by the way, for anyone who's left recommendations on my previous video. Not from this series, I don't remember. On my cream makeup declutter video, that's the one. Thank you, it's really helpful. I'm gonna check them all out and then make my decision and buy a new one, and you'll find out, of course. So, okay, let's move on now. Cream blushes, I put 2 in here. And I managed to finish this one here, another Primark product, PS Cream Blusher in Rose. Sorry, I'm looking at the time. I've got a dentist appointment, so if I have to switch and you'll see me in a different outfit, that's why. I managed to finish my first cream blush. This was so good. Very strange looking pan. It was, you know, quite the suspense, at least for me, to see the pan expansion and to discover what was underneath. Second cream blush, Fenty Matchsticks here. I think at least this is now flush with the packaging. There is just still so much in here. I mean, I always knew I wasn't going to be able to finish it. All of my other blushes are generally more on the pink side. But if I feel like that doesn't match my eye look or outfit, then this is super lovely. But I noticed that this sort of collects in the small creases of my cheeks. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, or rather compare it to other cream blushes. When I don't put a powder on top, how does it look after a few hours? That kind of thing. I just need to make yeah, it's one that I may declutter. It's also definitely shelf life wise expired, and it is a cream product. My feeling is that I'm going to declutter this. I've also had trouble with the application of it. It's quite solid. It's definitely a little more solid than the other Fenty Matchsticks that haven't been discontinued yet. I only swatched one out the other week. And to aid with the application, I've been using the Dr. Hauschka Illuminating Stick in 04. And I managed to finish it. Yeah, you're seeing the plastic here, but this is all done. It's scraping my skin already, but this is it. So I would put this under the Fenty, and that worked really well. Even though Dr. Hauschka is a clean brand and this expired in September, I may still melt some of it down to use it as a concocted cream blush, not with a Fenty. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And this was another new empty. I also put 2 face powders into this project, and the first one I finished was another Primark product. PS My Perfect Color Foundation Pressed Powder in Nougat. So it matched the foundation that I have here. Well, still have the backup of. And this is all done. Super happy. Yeah, it's kind of nice. The component is falling apart a little bit. Not sure if I'll repress anything in here, but it's always handy to have a free pan. The other face powder was by H&M. Also now discontinued, I believe. Absolutely gorgeous packaging. I love that. Are there any other H&M items in this project? Not of this type. Anyway, this was the light seamless setting powder, and there were 6 grams in here, and the PS had 10 grams. Goodness. But it already had pan when I introed it. Then I put 5 eyeshadow sticks into this project as well. I'm going to kick off with all of the ones that are already finished as of last time. There is the Vive Silver Mink Eye Wand. Managed to finish it, and I'm not going to dig into that for any of them. I just don't do that anymore because I would just get irritated eyes from it. And that's not really worth it. I also finished the e.l.f. No But Shadow Stick in Champagne Crystal. And this is how far I get before it becomes really uncomfortable to apply it. And another H&M product, again, sadly discontinued. This is the Make It Easy eyeshadow pen in Lavender Flush. And that's all done. This is Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Color in Terra. Actually, I got this one from Ruth, so I'm going to link her down below. Some other products as well. I'm considering this done now. I'm wearing it for the last time today. I will show you what's going on here. Look at that. So this came out, and if I look in there, there's like a little bit of a plastic center, like a plastic core in the middle of that pen. Last time I sharpened this, I took this out because I know that if I were to sharpen it again, the actual shadow pencil bit would get stuck in my pencil sharpener, and I don't want that. And I just think, again, I know this is a decluttered product. I got it about 2 years ago. It's definitely past its shelf life. I'm not going to bother with that kind of stuff. Yeah, I could, like, you know, try to put it into a little pot or do the whole sharpen again and put it back in, but I think it's just too small now, to be honest. I'm also, sometimes I have to sort of remind myself and say, all right, if I weren't a panner, at what point would I have thrown this out? And because I have been applying makeup for, you know, many years before becoming a panner. This is my natural, this is when this now goes into the makeup recycling bin, so calling it done. And then also I've got this one here, another e.l.f. No But Shadow Stick, another one from Ruth actually. This is Perfect Pearl. I panned Perfect Pearl last year, I believe. And here is where I am right now at the finale. With dedicated use, this is 2 months probably, but I'm never gonna, you know, apply this every single day. I'm gonna switch things up here and there, so we'll see. I'm alright with it. Maybe I'll roll it into next year's project pan. We'll see. I think I've got time to talk about my eye pencils as well. I've got 3 here. So let's start with this one, tiny one that I managed to finish. Maybelline Soft Bronze Color Tattoo Gel Pencil, something like that. I managed to finish that completely. Look at that little hole there again in the pencil. This is a placeholder because there's one product that I accidentally recycled before filming this finale. I had like a declutter moment, I can't remember, but yeah. So this is not it. This is a lip pencil. Actually, it was the Art Deco waterproof eye pencil in black and I managed to finish it. So yeah, just, you know, a placeholder. And my third one, P2 Kohl in black as well. And here is where I am with this one today. I think I will not be able to have this done for the end of the year, even though I do wear it 99% of the time. Wearing it today, yeah, I think it's okay. But I'm happy, and it's a newer eye pencil in my collection, not my newest, but it was fairly new, whereas all of the other ones, they were like older ones that I had to get out first. There were a couple that expired that I needed to replace throughout this project sort of early on. But I'm pleased because I know that this is going to be done within 18 months of me opening it and receiving it as well. I've got 5 lip products here and some empties. Let's start with this one because it's awkward and kind of satisfying too. So this is a new empty that you wouldn't have seen yet. And this is my Revolution Satin Kiss Lip Liner in Chauffeur. Look how tiny it is. I can't even put this into the cap anymore. It would completely disappear. And yeah, there's that. So I'm really happy with this empty, and that's a new one, like I said. Another new empty is my Huda Beauty lip gloss in Sugar Baby. Yes, there's a tiny little bit here, but I've tried everything, laying it on its side, this way around, putting it in hot water. I can't get the rest of it out, and it's exceptionally thin in there as well. I mean, I can see it because the light's obviously shining at me, but there's maybe 1 application worth in there in reality. And yeah, it's all done. I really recommend this product actually. It's a non-sticky, for a lip gloss, it's non-sticky. Really like it. Earlier on I finished another lip gloss, Shimmer Bomb by Revolution in Sparkle Pink. I think this was one that, yeah, there's a little bit here now, just because of how I stored it obviously. But I think this was one where I got out everything that I could and then realized that it's not worth taking the stopper out. It started to just smell funny, like of chemicals. Nope. And then these 2 I'm actually wearing right now, and so yeah, therefore they're still here. So there's the Note Mineral Lip Gloss in Coraline. You can see a lot of windowing here now. So nearly done. Again, I don't think I'd have it done for the 31st of December, but if I continued with regular wear, I think I could have it done in the first couple of months of the new year. Finally, this lipstick here, Mina, the lipstick in 257. So I'm wearing the combination of these 2, and previously I would have been wearing the Chauffeur Revolution lip liner, but right now I've replaced it with a Catrice in Queen Vibes. And here's where I am with this one. This was really slow moving initially, but I feel like there's good, decent progress on here now. It smells absolutely divine. For a bullet lipstick, it's still really like young in my collection, so I'm happy there's some of it left, to be honest. It's a really, really beautiful lipstick. I enjoy mixing it with red lipsticks too. It makes it more berry toned, deeper, brings the cool tone out. yeah. So, okay, so that means I'm actually down to 8 products left now, or rather, I've managed to finish 17 products. Very, very happy with that. Of course, I really wanted to do all 25 of them, but then again, in the intro, I always said, I know I can't do 2 cream blushes, but I still want to put them in here. I needed that accountability, and putting it into a project really helps with that. Thank you so much for all of your support for this series specifically, and please make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already, because I will be posting my intro for 26 and 2026 very soon. Very excited about that. And of course there are more intro videos, more finales coming up now. It's a really exciting time of the year, and inventory videos coming up as well, especially if you like nerding out on numbers. Anyway, I've got to go now, so thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I'm sending you so much love. Take care, bye.